Hello. I think these are pretty because, in a way, I get to record all the stuff that happens before and probably during this pregnancy. So it'll be good to have some little stuff that I can one day show my child of all the stuff that mom did. Today, I'm going to talk about acts of love. And I'm not just talking about myself regarding this child, because all this stuff that we do are as a family now are acts of love toward our future child. So today I spent 4 hours at the maternal and infant care clinic at the University of Washington Medical Center, going from doctor to doctor and being tested and having stuff put on my throat so they can figure out about my blood pressure and everything. And I went to my diabetic specialist and also the specialist for people with hypertension. So both of which I have and have had for a long time. Diabetes 33 years, hypertension 15 since I was 25. And so they're talking about getting me on medicine and checking stuff. And there's lots of stuff I have to do before I go back to the doctor. And I figured out that my stringent diet that I've been on isn't stringent enough. So it has to be even more stringent. So I have to eat just about the same thing in the same portions at the same time every day. So the same breakfast. So if I eat yogurt for breakfast every day, I'll have to eat yogurt or something like yogurt that breaks down like yogurt. If I eat a sandwich and chips, I have to eat something like a sandwich and chips for lunch. And dinner, if it's a vegetable, a carb, and protein meat, that's what I'll have to eat. Some combination of that in the same kind of portions. And 3 snacks a day, which I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done since I was a kid. I haven't eaten snacks since I was a kid. But I need to get my blood sugars down even more. They're down, but they need to be down even more. So they're checking all this stuff. So as I'm sitting in the doctor, Matt's texting me and seeing how I am. Can I call you? Can I call you? And stuff. Because he calls me once a day, every day, if not twice, to talk to me and stuff. And I was like, no, I'm still in the doctor's office. I'll let you know when I'm out. So I got out. I went up and had lunch. It was about 2 o'clock. So now my schedule is going to be like 10 to 6 for everything. And I went and had lunch, and then I talked to him about all the stuff we're going to need to do and kind of new kind of grocery shopping. And I think this will do a lot for both of our nutrition, including his. So I'm talking about acts of love today, just kind of as a reminder, And I certainly love my husband. He is the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm so incredibly blessed. I can't thank God enough for giving me this man as a blessing, and that's what I treat him as such. And I try to be a good steward over my blessing. I really try to do my best to treat him as a blessing and to treat him well and appreciate him and show gratitude and all those things. It doesn't mean I always do that, but that's my goal. That is my goal, trying to do that. And he always does the same for me or tries to do the same for me. And those are acts of love. People always talk about love, love this, oh, I'm falling in love. But love is more than just a feeling. Love is, to me, it's not a noun, it's a verb, it's action. When you love someone, you do acts of love, and especially when it comes to a parent and child, family, or a husband and wife. When I was younger, my mom and dad made sure that we had a place to stay and we had food on the table and the bills were paid and we got to go on vacation and, that we were comfortable, and we got clothes and they sent us to school and, and stuff and that, we brushed our teeth and all that kind of stuff. We went to the doctor. Those are acts of love, and although my parents frequently told us they loved us, they also frequently showed that they loved us all the time. So there was never this sort of thing where I'm wondering whether or not my parents love me. They always tell me that they love me, and then they always show me that they love me and stuff. And so in our marriage, there's acts of love all the time. And I'm just kind of saying this just as an aside for some women, because I know women, a lot of us just love to be in love with the idea of love, and we're in love with somebody or have a relationship with somebody that is not in love with us or not showing us acts of love, and stuff. The way I know my husband loves me, and am very sure about it, all the time. It's not just because my husband always tells me he loves me. Really, my husband could never tell me that he loves me, and I would still know that he loves me. But it's nice to hear. It's great to hear. I love hearing it and stuff. But really, how do I know my husband loves me? Because my husband gets up and he goes to work every day, and he puts a roof over my head, and he makes sure that I can go to the doctor and see about my health. He makes sure that he sees about my health, and pays attention to stuff about my health. He's going out and exercising, trying to lose weight and get himself in better shape. He takes me out to eat. He makes sure that everything in this house that needs to be done is done. Those bills are paid for. There's gas in my car. My car works fine. I've got nice tires. It's that sort of stuff that are acts of love. Let me say it once again. All that talking about love don't mean nothing if there are no acts of love attached to it. Love is more than a feeling. I just got this today. Love is more than a feeling. It is a behavior. And if someone is behaving in a way that doesn't reflect love, let me just give you a clue. They don't love you. Okay? Maybe they're out to get something from you, or they're out trying to make themselves feel better, or they're trying to get their ego stroked, or they're a narcissist, or they're just, but whatever it is, it's about them. It's not about you. Acts of love mean that you take care of business, especially as a man. My acts of love for my husband is I take care of all the business in this household. When he needs stuff done, I get it done. When he needs things bought, I buy them. If he needs stuff done during the week, I do it. Okay? I make sure that stuff gets done. That I'm in the house, so I clean the house. He takes out the garbage, but I clean the house and usually make dinner. And sometimes he makes dinner too. But that sort of stuff. Hey, I bought some new sheets for the bed. Or I bought you this. Or I did this for you because I knew you needed it. And stuff. And I try to encourage him in every way possible and show him thanks and show him gratitude. Okay. We share a wonderful intimacy in our relationship. I fully support anything my husband is doing, and I always encourage him. Okay. That's my acts of love. There are other things that we both do, but for us, those are acts of love. We do those things all the time. I don't just, I don't just sit here all day and not do anything. And, he goes out working and I'm making a bunch of bills, or I'm, making a mess, or I'm doing a bunch of craziness and not telling him and all that kind of stuff, or I'm lying to I don't do that. Everything with us is open and honest. Okay. I tell my husband everything, and he tells me everything. And we support each other and we talk to each other, all the time. That's what creates the intimacy in our marriage is our communications, not just sex. Sex is a small part of being intimate, and stuff. But the thing is, there are acts of love that we do for one another that would let anybody know who saw us that these two people are in love. It's not just we're saying these two people are in love because they take care of each other. They make sure the other one is taken care of in the way they need to be taken care of. There's stuff I do, and I wish I could do more. I don't even think that I do enough for my husband. I wish I could do more for all the things that he gives me, all the acts of love he bestows on me. We don't have to argue. We don't have to fight. I don't have to pressure him into doing anything. I don't have to make him act right. I don't have to cajole him. I don't have to give him ultimatums. I don't have to do any of that. He does what he does because he wants to. I do what I do because I want to. Because I'm free to love him and free to feel the way I feel about him. I just want to say this is just sort of just for anybody, and stuff, because I don't really see it's always surprising to me that I meet so many women who don't know what love kind of looks like. I meet so many women, and not just younger women, younger women, but I'm talking about older women, that should really know better and stuff, that don't know what love looks like, and stuff. They're doing everything. They're working, they're hustling, they're going back and forth and all this stuff, and he's not doing nothing besides, maybe sexing them down every once in a while, and oh girl, I love you, oh, talking, saying some sweet little crap, little gifts and all that kind of stuff. That's great, but that's not acts of love. That's usually just a way to placate you, to make you shut up. Okay, that's not somebody giving me a bunch of little gifts and not doing the stuff, the really important stuff that needs to be done, like getting a job and keeping a job, paying bills, putting a roof over my head, making sure my car is taken care of, buying me a new car if I need one, putting gas in the car, making sure we eat, Yeah, that's acts of love. Yeah, you want to give a high five to the dude that's doing all that, because really, he's the one that the woman is usually taking care of. Tell you the truth, here's just something that I figured out a while back. If a woman is in a relationship and she always mad, she always angry, she always pissed, she always, she's always bitching and moaning about him, about anything, about, believe you me, she is not being well cared for. She's not being provided for. Okay? Women who are being well cared for and provided for, women whose husbands are doing acts of love, are women that you never really hear people out of. All you hear about is how wonderful their husband is and he's just so great and all this stuff. She's the happiest woman on earth. He's the happiest man on earth because she's happy. When she's happy, he's happy. Everybody's happy. But if she's moaning and groaning, and if every 5 minutes they're fighting and stuff, yeah, somebody's pissed. And it's usually the woman that's pissed because she's going to make things really hard. She will do stuff passive aggressive and all kinds of stuff, and there'll be a lot of resentment in her because she feels like the guy should be doing more, but really she won't ask him to do more. She'll just wait for him to come to it through osmosis. Sorry, that don't happen. People just do what you let them do, and stuff. So, I shouldn't have to ask my husband to pay the bills or get up and go to work. I shouldn't have to. He should just do that. He should just want to do that. He should take pride in taking care of me as I take pride in taking care of him. Our relationship is reciprocal. I'm not doing everything while he's not really doing anything, or causing me grief and a lot of drama and stuff. Our relationship is always good. We are like any other couple. We have arguments and we have fights and all that stuff. But nobody would know that. That's stuff we keep between ourselves. We're not bashing each other over the head or anything. But we have disagreements as anybody does, and we just try to fight fair. Get it over with, get to the crux of what the real problem is, because that's what most people do. They fight around the problem instead of getting to the crux of what the real problem is and communicating your needs and then resolving that thing. But let me tell you just one more time before I go. If somebody says they love you and they're not doing acts of love, they don't love you. I'm sorry. I know it's harsh and, I hate to have to be so direct, but, that's who I am. I'm just going to tell it like it is. If you don't like to hear it, it's best you don't watch nothing with my face on it. If he's not doing anything, if he's not making sure business is taken care of, and that you're taken care of, then he really doesn't love you. And all the talk and all the, well, I'm going to do something and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Yeah, I love gonna. Gonna don't mean nothing. Gonna, shoulda, coulda, woulda, whatever. Gonna means absolutely nothing. You need to be doing something, and stuff. And that's how you show acts of love. That's what love really is. It's doing. It's not just saying. It's not just a feeling. It's doing. It's coming from the thing of, I want to make sure that my wife, husband knows that they're loved and that they're comfortable and that I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to have their back when they need it. That's what they need to know. But not all this, I'm going to get it together in a little while and let me find myself, or no, that's that's just a person just playing you or placating you, trying to get you not to leave because they're needy or whatever. So but for anybody that's got that's in a marriage or relationship, or you're thinking about the guy, or whether he's the dude, or the dude is thinking about whether, you need to know, that's when you've got a love of your life. When they start doing the acts of love, that's when okay. Not when he says it, it's when he starts doing it. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.